It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. The moment is upon us, and we've got what should be an epic one. Set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon. And we are underway on Sunday Night Primetime. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Out of bounds at the 42-yard line.
To throw now, here's Love.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. As you see, they have dealt with their fair share of injuries this season. But, Charles, that hasn't stopped them from putting together a very solid campaign, a very good record thus far.
I think a lot of credit has to go internally. We always want to praise the head coach for holding the team together. But to me, it's the guys in the locker room putting on the uniform. Those starters who have stayed healthy, they've welcomed the backups into their ranks and showed them how to get it done. And this team, they've stayed afloat all season doing just that.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Love now. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back. He's playing football as a kid, but he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
They run here with Rico Dowdle to about the 40-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
180. 180.
Here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. Jackson to Bateman there. 1st down, Ravens.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
180. Nice shot. No, we changed it.
He'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Loop now for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. A chance for us to look at this Baltimore defense again. Big swing play last time they were out there. Looked like they might yield some points. They recovered a fumble, and it turned into a touchdown on the other side.
In a lot of ways, you can say that maybe at a minimum that was a 10-point swing. The field goal that looked like they were going to give up at a minimum. Instead, they take it the other way, turn it into a touchdown, give them 7. By my math, that's a 10-point swing.
And your math's always right.
10 yards. And the Packers first down.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
At the 43-yard line.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point. This second and 4.
Wiggins on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the Ravens.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. His second catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
That's good for a Packers first down.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Here's Love. Got Dobbs over the middle. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15.
A 2-yard pickup makes it third.
Love looking to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Evan McPherson on for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second and 6.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Jackson, options out left. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
A 4-yard loss on the play. 2nd and goal at the Packers' 12-yard line.
Jackson now off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
3rd and goal, Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
And the Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
A lot still to go here in Super Bowl 61. We have reached the end of 1 quarter of play. We'll be back in just a moment. 10-3 the score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. And we are back, Super Bowl 61. Thanks for joining us, everybody, nationwide and around the globe as both teams get set to begin the 2nd quarter. And we are back, Super Bowl 61. Thanks for joining us, everybody, nationwide and around the globe as both teams get set to begin the 2nd quarter.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
Fights through and now a crease. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 50 yards.
First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, It's that shifty slot receiver or that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Josh Jacobs from 3 yards out. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Gets past one man. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Ravens ready to take over. Drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Picked a good spot there to dial the blitz up the middle.
Yeah, and it's hard to really figure out where guys are going to come from when you're facing a 3-4 because they can come from the left, the right, and just as you noted, up the middle. When you got those linebackers who are kind of hybrid guys, they can rush the pass or all drop in coverage, hard for an offense to figure out where the pressure is going to come from.
Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 79 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Love. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Packers first down.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
At the 19-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 6.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Love from the gun. That's complete to Dobbs. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Love. His throw caught at about the 5.
A gain of 12 yards.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Touchdown! Tucker Kraft from 4 yards out. And the Packers have taken the lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, gotta give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now the ball back out onto the field. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Jordan Love and the Packers had thrown touchdown passes on his last 2 drives as he begins here, 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson. 2nd and 9. Throwing. Love. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Hey, middle.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Packers' 19-yard line.
Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. On 4th down, on is Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. And this one is right through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So they get the turn. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Kyle Hamilton running up from his safety spot and earning the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Love. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This time they stay on the ground. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32 and obviously well short of the 1st down. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thank you. The rain, if anything, maybe intensified while you were covering the halftime report. We'll see how these two coaching staffs want to approach this second half to come. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raven offense set to start this 3rd quarter. And they trail here in the Super Bowl. And Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the 1st half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the 3rd quarter.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
No, we changed it. We changed it. Hey, shot. No.
Now it's Jackson. And that's caught inside touchdown. Trey Tucker, 65 yards. And the Ravens have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. Now for the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just there, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 136 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Love going to keep it on the option. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
On now is the Packers punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Ravens offense getting set at next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, He used to have to do up downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Flowers. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Second down and 4.
Second and 4.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Jackson now. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Flowers. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Hey, Alpha, Salat! Salat! Ready! Hey, shot! Salat!
A handoff for Warren. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Ready! Hey, hey, shot! We change it. Ready! Hey, shot! Salat!
To throw is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. His second catch of the Super Bowl, but it's good enough for a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
A running play, it's Dowdle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Second and 10. Throwing is Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third.
Middle.
Jackson from the shotgun. And there's a quick throw caught by Andrews. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on third and 10.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on fourth down. Here's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers from 8 yards out. And the Ravens take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Loop for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll find Williams on the slant. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
A throw left side. It's hauled in by Golden. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
It's 3rd and 1.
Love will sneak it. And he's going to have the Packers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. And that'll do it for the 3rd quarter of Super Bowl 61. The culmination of the season and the crowning of a champion after the 4th quarter, which is coming up next. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcoming you back to Super Bowl 61, 3 quarters in the books and ready to go for the 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Welcoming you back to Super Bowl 61, 3 quarters in the books and ready to go for the 4th. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Love looking to throw it. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
Hamilton was there defensively.
Love now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
3-yard loss on the play.
They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they have been the better of the 2 sides to this point with a 2-score lead. 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
Still 1st down.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Jackson. That's complete. Left side to Bateman. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to bring up second down.
Second and 7.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And this offense on third down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, come on. Go.
Here's Jackson to throw. Fighting through pressure. The quick feet by Jackson. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Tucker hauls it in over the middle. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Go ahead.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Hey, report.
They run here with Dowdle. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Back to throw. Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On the run, it's Dowdle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing on second down. Jackson. Looking left side. Andrews with it complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Hey, Alpha, say what?
Looking to throw. Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Middle.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Ravens are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? It's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Love. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
17 yards. That's another Packers 1st down.
Love. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Short throw, he's got Kraft. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Love. That's taken in by Golden. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Packers 1st down.
Here's Love. Down inside the 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. To throw now. Here's Love. Touchdown, Packers. Matthew Golden from 3 yards out. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. Two scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And they are going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. Luke now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and
throwing. Love. Over the middle, he's got Golden. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
180. Get on. 180. What is it?
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Hey, Alpha, tonight. 180. What is it?
On the give, it's Warren. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. And it's all over. Just one is left standing, and that one is the Baltimore Ravens, your Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
There's Commissioner Goodell set to hand the Lombardi Trophy to the Baltimore Ravens, champions of Super Bowl 61. So that wraps things up for another incredible season of the NFL on EA Sports. So for my partner Charles Davis, for Mike and Greg, Kate and Brock, and our entire crew of hundreds, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Good night from Southern California.